Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Run. Check. 2-jet bomber.
Now Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Box truck.
From the gun, Clifford. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns drive about to get started. It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Cleveland.
Set. 20. Regular. Watch the pass. Check 31. Check
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down. Switch. Undercrush.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Under 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Point it right.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. 3 180. Slam. Check.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
First down.
Show it. Out.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 4. Check 13. Check.
Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
I'm coming after you. Run. Hey, check Mike 57. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get on.
4th down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. It's a foot race. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo! 50 seconds to Mike! 50 seconds to Mike! Check Mike, check Mike!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
No. General West. Hey, watch it. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Wiggles free. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, Clifford. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack, Mayfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Regular. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Ready? Hey, Charlie. Slam. Check safety. Shoot. Hey, alert 33. Let's go.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Hurry. Be a long day for you. Alert. Hey, Orbit. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
On the set.
At the 43-yard line.
80 weapons.
On 1st down, Clifford. He gets this one to Boyd. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken very short. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, exit. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey! Army. Hey, Echo.
Throwing on 1st down, Clifford. eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
To throw again, Clifford. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Go, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Double dog, that's the way. Hey, seam 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
57's Mike. You must be dreaming. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. No gain on this defense. No gain.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Right? Hey, foxtrot. Right over there. Yeah. Mike,
on first down, Clifford. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Topper! 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Smoke! You better be ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Clifford. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of...
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Hey, Alpha. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Mayfield complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
57's the Mike. 57. Alert.
Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Slam. Check. Lucky. Pistol. 57's Mike.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And down he goes. goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Sam Hubbard, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready up. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. They gonna need some therapy. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
180. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey! 57's right. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the mic. Watch it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the screen. Hey, Delta. Watch the screen. 57's Mike.
Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. I got him. I got him. Check. You're out. Hey, wahoo! 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Ready? 60 or. Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Brings up 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check 43. Blue draw Corker. Yes, yes. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Clifford. Throw caught there by Willis. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brings up third down.
8 read. Here we go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Alert. 3 down. I got it. Hey, exit. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let him know. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh. 53's mine. He can't hang.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Browns drive about to get started.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. I got it.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Check. 180. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, echo. 58, right over there.
Throwing on first down. Clifford. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Come on, set. 90, go. Go.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, Clifford. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now, Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Clifford. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Third down, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Fourth down, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield down. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Mike 57. Hey, come on, come on, 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Pistol. 57. Mike, 57. Check. Tighten up. Say it. I got it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Hey, alert. Smooth. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the slap. I got it.
One last shot for Mayfield here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, devil hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky.